last episode.
Oh my god, we took so long to get here. You guys are the best for putting up with us for like more than a year. Yeah, we've been there and there with Black Mirror. After this show, we will try to step up to the plate and be a lot more consistent with our releases. We have a plan to shoot them, like, we have a couple shows we want to do. We have a plan to shoot, like, the first seasons and then release them. And as we release them, we're going to do others. It's the only way for us to do this, because with work and with our schedules and with her working at night and me working in the day, it's impossible for us to just expect to shoot every single time we have a break, because I mean, we don't know when we're gonna get a break. And when we have a break, sometimes she's sleeping when I'm awake. It's crazy. But we made do with Black Mirror, and now we're on to the last episode of season 4.
Yeah.
We made it with this incredible show that made us think every single episode and made us fight and made us, you know, go beyond what we're used to watching it in a show. Because usually, a friend of mine, when we started watching Mr. Robot, told me that when he watches a show, he doesn't like to think. You know, you watch a show, most of the time you just pull the switch off and you just enjoy.
Go in the flow.
Yeah. But Black Mirror isn't a show that you can just enjoy. If you just enjoy Black Mirror, you're twisted, man. But we enjoy it in a different way than we would do like Game of Thrones or, I don't know, every single other show we watch. It's a show that was made to think and to put ourselves on, you know, under the light and stuff. Like, we need to analyze what our society is, where it's headed, and is it a good thing that it's headed there. And this show was just such a roller coaster of emotions and shock and terror and depression. Wow.
Tell me about it.
But we still have one episode to go before we're done with season 4.
Alright.
And I heard that this episode is supposed to be very good. Like, I've heard this, it's called Black Museum, yeah, right?
Yeah, but
And I've seen this title everywhere online in the comments, everywhere. I don't think someone told me about this episode in the comment section like they did San Junipero or White Bear. But it's still supposed to be a great episode, and considering what the last season finale was, Hated in a Nation, which is probably one of my favorite episodes.
And with a bang.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is gonna be great.
Alright.
So,
let's not wait anymore and let's watch it, guys.
yep. The X!
Oh yeah!
I wouldn't go there.
Roll credits.
This looks like a torture museum.
What kind of museum it is?
So, after peeking your little sack there, if that's okay. Show on the road. So you're on vacation?
Sort
Sort of. My dad lives out here.
Uh-huh.
It's his birthday, so my mum just wants a surprise. So what is all this stuff?
Authentic criminological artifacts.
That was the
If it
bee.
did something bad,
Yeah.
chances are it's in here. Take a look around, take your time, see what
Wait.
pops out at you. Anything piques your interest, I can tell you all
Black
about it.
Museum.
There's a sad, sick story behind
Black
these things
Mirror?
right here.
Yeah.
Just like our main attraction, which is just right there. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. All this
Can
stuff,
we-
and then it's a bunch of
That's the
one-star
bathtub
ratings
from
on
Crocodile?
TripAdvisor, and before you know it,
Yo, look, I am not in a rush, so don't worry. What is it?
You heard of Peter Dawson? Doctor Peter Dawson. Hot coffee spills all over Candy, so obviously he's squealing like hell. But so is Hector. Turns out we haven't discovered how to share knowledge.
The physical sensations.
Bingo. All of the experience, none of the physical cost.
But how did he die?
They cut him open after to see if he was okay.
Oh.
Anyhow, thanks to Hector's sacrifice. Imagine if you could feel exactly what a patient feels, minus the physical consequences.
That spells disaster.
And it was only a short procedure, irreversible, but hey, he was a pioneer.
Oh.
And it's irreversible.
Does it hurt if I touch it?
And then what happened?
Incidentally, fair to say his relationship with pain had shifted a little.
He likes it now.
Hell.
Now he was into it. He didn't have patience to leech pain off anymore. So he started inflicting it on himself. Spent a week just
what?
working away at himself. Cut here, gouge there. I mean, the guy was a doctor. He knew how far he could go without it getting fatal.
Fucking hell.
What the heck is going
None of it
on?
was enough. When he worked on himself, there was a crucial ingredient missing. Fear. For that, you need a volunteer.
She's like, what the hell are you telling me now? I think it's a little over the top, but you can get addicted to morphine, you can get addicted to endorphin too, probably.
Morphine, endorphin.
It's a drug. It's basically a
Caffeine.
drug in your brain.
But the thing of it is, they say he still has that look on his face. Blissed out.
Fuck.
Still riding that high.
How to break tension.
You're fucking with me, right?
Okay, I added the boner I couldn't resist. Fun story, huh? Part of what I was working on.
It's, cute.
Actually, one of the saddest things in the whole place.
I want to take a photo.
Okay, I'm gonna get the lake in the background.
All right, buddy.
Okay, you ready?
Say hi.
She's gonna get hit. Of course, damn it.
Gets hit by a truck. So the guys at TCKR have been working on digitally extracting a consciousness out of one brain and kind of rehousing it in a host brain. I'm talking about taking Carrie's consciousness from that broken shell and putting it in there.
What the?
You talk like a voice inside my head?
She sees what you see. She feels what you feel. She can live again.
No, that spells another disaster.
Little boy. She can hug your son via you.
Yeah, but she can't do anything else than be there.
She can maybe take over.
Or that.
Recognize her physical body.
Yeah, what about when he sleeps? If it works? He's playing with people's lives.
I'd have to think about it.
They couldn't. She
Carrie's
wanted.
done her thinking.
Who's to say that that's not, like, fake?
Parker! Jesus!
Don't snap at him.
Oh, snapping at me is fine.
Baby,
How does that work?
He's a child.
This is serious, man. No, I'm not being unreasonable. No, just wait. No, just hear me out.
How crazy would it be for the kid too?
Fuck you.
Maybe if you had the ability to place Carrie on pause now and then, it'd make things easier for the both of you.
I get him,
His privileges.
but then her, she's gonna be like in prison.
Didn't take him long to
Like
use
an egg.
Yeah.
Why the Halloween pumpkin? Halloween's months from now.
Actually, it's today.
He paused her for months.
How long was I on pause?
This is
Okay.
a nightmare.
Here.
They're gonna put the conscience in the...
Well, I can keep saying. We can put her in here.
And
Huh?
I'm gonna have to think about it.
She's all for it.
This is even worse.
Well, she's done her thinking.
She won't move, she won't do anything. Eventually the kid's gonna outgrow the doll.
Transfer went pretty fast.
What?
Monkey loves you.
What was that?
What?
Monkey needs a hug.
Give Monkey a hug.
Monkey loves you.
She can just say
A hug.
two things
Monkey loves you.
only?
Monkey loves you.
Yeah.
Human rights for cookies. Right, Carrie?
Monkey needs a hug.
She's still in there.
Illegal to delete her, too. So, yeah. Go figure. ACLU raised one heck of a stink, so thanks to this son of a monkey, I was out. You ready for the prime exhibit? Step right this way.
It's getting worse and worse. What the hell is behind this?
He's this way. But don't feel too sorry for him. He is a convicted murderer.
They mentioned him in the other stories.
He looks so real.
Well, it is him, or a fully conscious upload of him.
That guy looks like he's enjoying all of this.
How does family feel about it?
He didn't give a shit. Abandoned him the moment he got locked up. I know, right?
Jesus Christ, Clay is your soul.
Ain't no such thing.
Liar.
It's just a computer simulation or something.
Then why does he need your permission?
What the fuck?
See, I knew just seeing the guy walking around captive. That was good, but that wasn't much of a draw. But pulling the lever yourself? Now that's an attraction. In fact, in the early days, the problem was fitting everyone in.
Please don't do it. Please.
It was beautiful. Every time he finished juicing him, out pops a conscious sentient snapshot of Clayton, not a recording, a true copy of his mind perpetually experiencing that beautiful pain. Stuck forever in that one perfect moment of agony.
So like there's like 1,000 of him. Did she put something in the water?
God knows if he even recognizes me.
She's his daughter.
That's what I think.
Dad. Happy birthday. Never accept drinks from strangers.
She's gonna do the same to him.
Daddy taught me that. You're gonna be gone in 30 seconds. Hey. Computer says you're awake.
Congratulations. You're a pioneer.
What the fuck did you do?
You'll shortly be undertaking another first. The first double-decker mercy killing.
No.
I took off the 10-second limit so Daddy will get a full hit of juice. Should be enough to set him free. I'll get myself a souvenir, too.
No. Hey, please. I...
Always on. Always suffering.
Fuck! No!
Bye, Daddy.
I'm glad she's sticking out with her.
Monkey loves you.
How'd I do, Mom? All good?
Just great, honey. I'm proud of you.
Aw, thanks.
Oh shit.
Everything we just saw is she got it all.
But I mean, how bad is it gonna get that her mom is in her head when she has a boyfriend or she...
She put
Wow.
on pose.
Yeah, she could. If her mom doesn't care, I mean.
That's called revenge. At its finest.
Holy shit. Well, it's not as shocking as the last finale, but Black Mirror still does know how to do a season's finale. That was amazing. Like, we saw pretty much every, if not a few of the Black Mirror's technology that we've seen through the episodes in the museum. And it was basically like a culmination of what we've been saying. Like, technology can get ridiculously dangerous, especially when used by people that are sick in the head. And we've been using that as an argument in a couple of episodes, but sometimes people use these and don't really realize what they're doing. Like, they'll be putting consciousness in their own... in White Christmas, Talisa put her own consciousness in a cookie without knowing how it would feel or how this consciousness would react. Or in USS Callister, you could argue that Daly Daly, right? Robert Daly? Yeah. Daly was being mean to the fictional protagonist he was putting in as his universe, but you could argue that he didn't know how they truly felt, or they weren't technically considered human. That's another debate, but in a couple of episodes we've been talking about this, like, people that are using the technology don't realize what they're doing and how what they create, how human they truly are. But in this episode, I have a feeling that since he was working in this field, since he was so used to playing with people's lives, and he knew he was doing. He knew that what he was putting in this, in the doll, was the exact copy of someone, of a person. And he knew that what he was putting in that prison was the exact copy of someone that would feel pain and that would suffer. And he had no remorse at all, you know. He created thousands of copies of the same, you know, personality, the same consciousness, which means that there are thousands of people with the little, you know, keychain of someone feeling pain continuously. That's, oh god. And that's just, you know, with when he's playing with what he could consider a fake recreation of a human being, but he still messed up, like, a family's life. He still messed up a doctor's life, because he was, you know, experimenting on real people with technology. That's awful. It's basically what the creators of Black Mirror have been doing with their protagonists. They've been playing with their characters, and
one episode. That's. Oof.
And we're basically the girl from the episode. Actually, we're the ones that are judging the museum owner. We're the ones that are looking down on him and, you know, calling him a foul person and a criminal. And actually, in a couple of episodes, we're also the ones that are judging him and sentencing him to experimenting what he's been putting the others through. Exactly like in USS Callister, he went through, well, it was actually worse than USS Callister, but he went through what he put the others through, which is basically like living in nothing forever, well, till he dies actually, but you know, living as a character in the game and that you have no control over. Or it's what the guy from White Christmas went through as well. Like, he used to, it was his job to play with other people, and in the end, he was the one that got played, you know? So that's cool. It's like they took all of Black Mirror and put it back right at us and showed us the you know, the pinnacle of all of these episodes. Like, what's the moral of Black Mirror? Well, technology is dangerous, especially when used by crazy people.
Oh, but I'm sorry.
And, you know, they didn't even try to show us, well, they showed it a little, but they didn't even try to put it as, well, technology could also be used in a good way. Like in Crocodile, the technology is shown as good, and usually in the other episodes, we get to see a side where the technology is used in a good way, and then after that we realize that there could be consequences to these. But in this episode, it's like they're saying, well, at this point, guys, you know,
just don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, you know what we're about, you know what's gonna happen, so just enjoy. You know it's gonna turn bad, so just enjoy it. And he liked saying these, like, the stories were terrible, and you could see the girl was feeling really distressed, and she wasn't comfortable at all. But he was enjoying these stories. When he showed her the doll, the monkey, he was literally just like, well, yeah, she's still there, but we can't legally kill her, so, what do you do? Nothing. He's talking about like a living consciousness that's basically stuck in a doll forever with nothing else to do. That's horrible. So, that's actually going to be probably the first time I'm going to say something like this in Black Mirror, but he got what he deserved. Usually I like to play the devil's advocate and say, like, well, yeah, it was harsh, but no, not in this case. He wasn't us,
so yeah, he got what he deserved.
Yeah, he did it to someone else, and he knew what he was doing, so in his case, I have no remorse in saying he got what he deserved. God. What do you think of the episode? We didn't talk much, right? We were so shocked. We were just like that.
Some of the stories were a bit graphic. So yeah, we were mostly shocked about it.
Like, I didn't want to talk. I tried once or twice to just speak my mind, but I was so shocked by what I was seeing. It was like 3 mini episodes of Black Mirror in one.
What did you think about the pain addiction part of the episode?
I think it was a bit extreme. I don't know if someone could get, except if something's wrong with them, if something's wrong in their brain.
You can get addicted to pain.
Yeah, but to this level?
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, there are people who are willing to kill other people in order to feel this rush. Not like that, obviously, because in this episode he was literally feeling the pain and the fear of the person he was killing. But they are people, serial killers, or just sometimes there are crazy people, you know, that enjoy putting people through pain and making them feel pain and, you know, scaring them. They enjoy this. So that's not far-fetched, but what I think is a bit too much was the extent he was willing to go to feel the pain. But I'm not surprised that he got hooked on endorphin or was it endorphin? Dopamine.
Yeah, I think it was dopamine.
Well, the drug in your brain when you feel happiness or you know when remember when I broke my finger?
I think it's endorphin.
Or dopamine. I think it's dopamine. I don't remember anyway, but I broke my finger a few years back, and it's not a big, you know, it wasn't a big hurt. Like, it's not a big injury. Still, it hurts. But the first few minutes, up to an hour after I first got my injury, I felt like on a high. I was laughing and smiling, and it was almost like jumping up and down, walking back to my home, because I was feeling like I had ate a lot of sugar, like I was on a high. That's the dopamine, or the, you know, the drug in your brain that covers up the pain. It's what you feel when you get hurt. At first,
Adrenaline?
it's like, no, it's not a drug. Well, maybe, I don't know. I'm not too. I'm not a genius in this department. But when you feel pain, intense pain, or when you hurt yourself, for the first few minutes after, you're gonna feel like a high. You're gonna feel happy, or you're not gonna feel the pain. It's gonna come after when you calm down. So she says adrenaline. Yeah. There's a bit of that too, but there's a drug that's in your brain too when you're happy, and I think that's what he was experiencing.
If you know what it is, can you just please tell us?
Well, they said it in the episode. We're just too dumb to remember it tonight. Anyway, so I'm not surprised that he ended up being addicted to this, especially since, well, what he was going through was what I talked about. We talked about it in I think it was White Bear, but remember when I said that people are addicted to gore and violence and anything that normally would repulse you, we are, in a pervert way, we're attracted to this, because there's a feeling when example, you go watch a horror movie and you see people getting hurt, but you're not actually the one getting hurt. So you're feeling the experience, but you're not in danger. You're not, you're not feeling the pain. So that creates something in you that is appealing to many people. So that's what he was technically experiencing. He was feeling the pain, but he wasn't hurt himself. But then it went on a high note, and he started literally like cutting his toes.
His toes,
pulling his teeth out. That's where I think it went a bit too much. I don't know. Maybe it could happen. Maybe someone could really get to this level of I need to feel pain. I don't know. Never seen it happen before. I hope I'm never gonna see it happen. But yeah, I'm not surprised they went there. As for the teddy bear thingy, we've seen it in White Christmas with the cookie, and it's horrible if you think about it. I mean, it was bound to be a disaster from the start. She was literally stuck in there, and she wasn't in control. It's basically, like he said, it's basically having like a cup over your shoulder that's also your mom. I mean, you're not gonna... He is in a weird position because he's not gonna want to do anything.
He cannot move on.
Yeah.
Have a normal...
Or actually he can, but if he does, she's not gonna be happy about it because she doesn't feel dead.
Yeah.
So for her to know that he's attracted to other women, or he's not doing what she wants him to do, well, of course she's not gonna feel happy about that, but because they're two different persons, but he has a right to live his own life. But since she's in his head, she gets to judge him. She gets to tell him how she feels, what she thinks.
Well, technically, since she's inside his own head,
it's basically like
his life is like her life.
Yeah, but that's
since they share the same body.
That's fucked up. I mean, and like he could put her on pause, and that's actually pretty good for him. But for her, she's not gonna live like that. She's just gonna leap through life, and to him it feels like, yeah, she's alive in there. She really is the woman he used to love, and she's the mother of his child. But for other people, she's just a thing. She's a conscience she's a concept, because she never met the woman before, and she's not the neighbor. She's not experimenting what he's experimenting, so she cannot actually understand what this is about. So she has no problem saying, well, we could just delete her, or just, insulting the teddy bear or the monkey in this case, and being like, well, you're gonna be a happy toy and you're gonna do whatever we tell you to do. And of course I knew that the kid doesn't understand this. He was seeing his dad speak to himself. He found it funny. He doesn't understand that his mom is literally in his dad's head, and the teddy bear is just a toy. He doesn't understand. Oh yeah, I keep saying teddy bear. The monkey is his mother, but he doesn't realize it. He doesn't realize it, and since the monkey can only say, like, give me a hug and I love you, it's literally like a toy, so he doesn't make the connection, so eventually he's gonna outgrow the monkey, so I was expecting him to throw the monkey away at one point, but there is a human being in there, not made out of flesh, but everything that makes a human being, that was in the monkey. And as for the last one, you want to take this one on? You want to talk about the last one?
I prefer not, seriously.
That was horrible.
Make people live after their death, that's a thing.
Yeah.
But to literally offer a chance for tourists or customer to experience the rush of pulling a lever,
and to play on their perverse need to
because
do that. Yeah.
I don't think that it understood that was digital conscience feeling everything, literally everything.
Even then, actually, you make me think of something. There are people in the comments who sometimes say, well, like for example in USS Callister, Daly didn't do anything wrong because the people he put in his ship weren't actual people. Well, that's the essence of it. Like, if it was possible to do that today, there would be people who would say, well, that's not someone, that's just a virtual recreation. It's an hologram, that's not a real person. So there would be people who would say this.
They said that that's the real copy of the death row inmate. If that was a real copy of his own conscience.
Yeah, if it
was him, literally.
Yeah, if it can think for himself, if he can feel pain, feel emotions, that's basically enough not to put him through this. It was cruel, it was terrible, and he was just enjoying this, and people were enjoying this too, and I'm not surprised, because, humanity at this point doesn't really surprise me. People want to experiment this, and people are not, if it means, putting your head in the sand and just pretend that what you're doing is okay, well, people are gonna do it.
Why do you think people kind of went to watch Death Sentence?
Yeah, true. People used to go, it was an event for them. They used to go watch people being put down, and it was a show. People enjoyed it. But in this case, it's actually even worse, because even though he feels the pain, he's not gonna die. He's gonna feel it over and over again. And not only is he gonna feel it over and over again, but there are copies of his conscience that are being made every time, and these copies are feeling it non-stop. And the guy who did all this, he knew what he was doing, because he was scared and he was hangry when she said that's what he was going to feel, that's what he was going to live through. He was so angry and so scared, so he definitely knew that he was going to feel this pain forever and ever. And yeah, so nothing excuses what he did. But I really enjoy trying to pinpoint all the technology. Like, we saw the bee from Hayden and the Nation, I think.
Yeah, we saw White Bear.
Yeah, we saw the woman from White Bear.
We saw the mask with the symbol from White Bear too.
Yeah, we saw it. I think we saw a bathtub that reminded me of Crocodile, where the guy died.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's if it's not the bathtub from Crocodile, meh. But it made me think of Crocodile anyway. We saw in the comics 15 Million Merits from season 1.
Yeah.
And of course we saw the technology from White Christmas. That's all. It's always the same. I think that's one of the most popular technology that's been in Black Mirror.
Always a cookie.
I enjoyed also the little callback to Black Mirror with the Black Museum. That was cool. Yeah, that was one great episode.
That was a great ending for season 4.
And for once, I'm like okay with the sentence that he got. He was sick in the head.
Ugh. So that's it, guys. We finally end Black Mirror season 4.
God, we did it
Finally. And I can't wait to watch season 5.
Oh,
It's
that
gonna be
interactive episode.
A blast like the previous seasons.
That interactive episode, I mean, I'm looking forward to it so much. This is gonna be great. So I hope you guys went through this with us. You guys actually asked us to do a reaction on Black Mirror. I understand why. It's such a great show to react to.
I don't understand why. Why was like for us to experience that?
It's such a great show to react to because, you know, every single episode is a debate that is waiting to be, you know, fought over. It's a discussion, it's analysis, it's everything. It's intelligent too. The earlier seasons were shocking, but I enjoyed the last seasons as well. They were easier to go through, but you still go through them. And yeah. Every single episode is different too, that I liked. It was different. I've never seen, I don't know about you, but I've never seen a show that presents every single episode as a standalone episode. That was the first time for me. And yeah, so thank you guys for proposing this show to us. And I hope you enjoyed our reaction and our discussions.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. When season 5 comes out, we'll watch it with you again. And in the meantime, we have a lot of other shows that are planned. I'm not going to tell them yet, but I am planning on putting out a schedule, an official schedule, because as soon as we're ready to start uploading them, I want to be consistent. I want to start uploading them on every single day. If I say that on Monday an episode of this show comes out, it's gonna come out on Monday. I want to do this, so we're gonna get ready. I'm gonna work hard.
We're gonna work on it.
We're gonna do this because, yeah, I really love to talk with you guys about shows we watch. And if you have other suggestions for us, just leave them in the comments below, and we're gonna see if we can fit it in our schedule. Yeah, that makes sense. To me, at least. I hope it did for you.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, so with that said.
Bye, guys.
Thanks.
See you soon, and thanks for watching.
Bye.